ready to go. These are the kids from Hawaii. They are ready. They will be taking on a team from Lafayette, Louisiana. They are ready to play some baseball, and you're going to watch it on ESPN2 HD. Almost 2 weeks ago, little leaguers from around the globe descended upon Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and entered into a baseball sanctuary. They truly couldn't believe their eyes, and so they reveled in the privilege of being the chosen. With chests held high and hopes even higher, they left everything on the field, and they reminded us why we love baseball. Home runs have been the name of the game for undefeated Hawaii. With a deep and dangerous roster, they have brought their grand total to a tournament-best 8 home runs. Goodbye, home run, another one. The Cardiac Kids of the Southwest, who battled back from improbable deficits in their first 2 wins, enter the semis with 1 loss. But these Cajuns have the Mardi Gras spirit and never give up. As the sun sets on the Little League World Series, the stakes are high. Northwest versus Southwest. The United States Championship is closer than they ever dreamed. Welcome you back, everybody. This is the final game of the day. It is brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. It is the final of the semifinals in the U.S. pool. And a big crowd on hand to watch this game with the seats full outside the outfield ready. The fans from Hawaii set to go, and so are we. And yet another spectacular summer evening. It's Louisiana taking on Hawaii for the right to move on to the finals. They will take on California, the winner of this game, for the U.S. Championship. How did they get there? California, that is. Well, last night, this is Danny Gibney robbing a home run in center field. Then came back against Florida, another one. 2 great catches, 2 different positions, and then is up and delivers a base hit. The game-winning RBI would cross and a 6-2 win for Rancho Buena Vista. They come away with the victory, so here's the bracketing. California waits the winner of this game to play for the championship of the U.S. pool. The international pool is now set. Japan has already won, and Curacao had a big victory today against Guam. They will be playing, and those 2 winners will go for the championship. With Harold Reynolds, I'm Gary Thorne. Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you join us for a most interesting ball game. I believe this one features the beautiful flowers of Hawaii.
And the bling. This is from Mardi Gras. It's real, too.
And it's real.
It's real.
It's real. Don't you break your teeth. All right, let's talk about Hawaii. This team's got some power.
They really do. If you're told that you're going to have 5 youngsters in the Little League World Series that combine for 8 home runs, you'd take that. 3 through 7, their hitters in the lineup. Look at 463. They're doing some serious damage. 8 home runs. The record is 15. And if they have a couple big games, if they're able to advance, you never know what might happen.
Big bats. They're going to go up against a team that knows how to come from behind, Lafayette, Louisiana.
Well, we call them the Cardiac Kids is really what we decided to call these kids. They get down 2-0 in the first game, and they came back. They were playing Maine down 2-0. And then next thing you know, they came back on Connor Toop's hit. And then the next game, they're down 8-1, end up winning that game 9-8.
So we'll see whether or not they need to come back here in tonight's game. How about we learn a little bit about Hawaii? Sam Ryan.
All right, Gary, I have Von Feo and Layson Oliviato. They're going to give me a little history lesson here of Hawaii, and we're actually going to reverse the thing, see if they know what's going on here. Who is Don Ho?
I don't know.
Do you know who Don Ho is?
Nope.
We're really dating ourselves here now. What about Hawaii 5-0?
Nope. Oh.
What if I say Baywatch? Yeah, they get that. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of and seeing a lot of this going on. And you're saying Shaka Bro? What is that?
Shaka Bro. Shaka Bro.
What does that mean?
So it's like hi. That's like a signal for hi.
Is that something you say to your parents, or you say that to like the dudes?
Anybody.
Can I say you guys do it? All right, that's a shaka, bro. And then there's another dude that I keep hearing mentioned, King Kamehameha. Who is he?
He's like like the first, the King Kamehameha, the great. What's he?
First king. He was the one that got all the islands together.
We got all the islands together in Hawaii, so they know who he is. But Don Ho, they don't, Gary.
Well, I think we just did date ourselves, in fact, right there. There may be no more CDs of Don Ho sold, at least not to those youngsters.
No, definitely no Don Ho CDs. Well, let's go back and talk about Louisiana. We don't want to cut these youngsters short. Let's go back and look at it. On Saturday, they cut through the thick air, and they came out with Connor Toops. They sit here, and they scored 3 runs at the end of the game to win that one. On Sunday, they were down by 8-1 score and ended up winning 9-8 in that ball game. The Cardiac kids appropriately named. And there's been some kids that stand out. Sam Schofield is the big center fielder for this club. He's a dynamite player. You got 2 brothers, Brent Conrad, brother Jace.
They're going to be on the other side of the camera when we come back. This big crowd making some noise. Let's play some baseball.
ESPN2's coverage of the 2005 Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. Never stop earning your stripes. And in part by Bank of America, Higher Standards, and RE/MAX. RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Little League Baseball.
And we are ready to go. Only one winner. This is the single elimination semifinals. But we'll see whether or not it'll be Louisiana or Hawaii. And the home team will be the team from Hawaii as they take the field. All right, let's take a look at the lineup for Lafayette, Louisiana. It's presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. And the youngsters ready to go. Those are the regular starters that they have used in the first 3 games. And let's meet their team.
Hi, my name is Brent Conrad, and my favorite player is Albert Pujols. Hi, my name is Sam Schofield, and my favorite player is Jim Edmonds.
Hi, my name is Jace Conrad. My favorite player is Albert Pujols.
Hi, my name is Tyler Douglas, and my favorite player is Jason Giambi.
Hi, my name is Connor Toops, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Andreas Duplantis, and my favorite player is Alex Rodriguez.
Hi, my name is Alex Miller, and my favorite baseball player is Gary Sheffield.
Hi, my name is Jordan Merrill, and my favorite player is Brad Ellsworth.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bergeron, and my favorite player is Albert Pujols.
Hi, my name is Alex Stringer, and my favorite player is Manny Ramirez.
Hi, my name is Andrew Stevenson, and my favorite player is Jim Thome.
Hi, my name is Patrick Foreman, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter.
All right, let's meet the youngsters. As you see the old color from Hawaii, let's meet the youngsters from Hawaii. In left field, Ty Turpak. He loves to watch volleyball. The center fielder, Harrison Cam. They call him the Hammer, and he loves Harry Potter. The right fielder, Quentin Guerrera. His favorite actor is Jim Carrey. The third baseman, Alakai Aglape. His favorite books are Hawaiian legends. The shortstop, Shane Banaga. He wants to be a lawyer when he gets older. Now, they've made a little bit of a switch. The second baseman is going to be Von Fayal. He usually plays third, so they're moving him around. His favorite food is burritos. The first baseman, Lawson Ali Biata. His favorite movie is Mickey. That's a Disney flick. And the catcher, Michael Mamiya. His favorite movie is Lord of the Rings. And on the mound, they got Kenia Enos. His TV show is Pimp My Ride.
Enos ready to go, 1-0, 5 2/3 innings that he has worked so far. He struck out 11, walked 2 in that ball game. Now, he has worked in 2 games. This is the first game that he started, however. Enos has come on out of the bullpen as Hawaii's kind of mixed their pitching up by not using their best starters any longer than they had to. And so Enos is available and ready to go, having worked 5 2/3 innings total in 2 games. For Louisiana and Hawaii, no championships. 1 U.S. title for Hawaii. 9 appearances Little League World Series for Hawaii. The 4th for Louisiana. And now they face off with the right to move on to the U.S. title game. And the first pitch is taken for a strike.
Now, if you've been watching the late games, the evening games, there's been a little bit of a dew on the ground. That's one of the reasons you're going to see some bunts. They play with rubber cleats, and they've been slipping in the grass quite a bit defensively.
Pulled the bat back, takes that one, and that's going to miss outside as well. Working the baselines. That is Mike Conrad, his son, right there, leading this ball game off. Brent Conrad will be playing at second base. Behind on the count there, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You saw Brent as you looked at his mother there. You saw Brent is 11 years old, and his brother, Jace, the 3-hitter on the team, is 12 years old.
Brent has gone 3 for 10 with no home runs, 2 RBIs. That'll be a strikeout, and there's one away. There's the brother waiting in the dugout. Jace is going to be doing the pitching in this game. Not happy about the strikeout. That's going to be 12 strikeouts in 6 innings now for Enos here in this Little League World Series. 1 away. Talked about Schofield. He's been an outstanding defensive player in center field, as well as a good number 2 hitter. He's had 4 hits, 10 at-bats, 1 RBI. Enos looks on as he's throwing strikes.
He's not wasting any time. He's right around the plate and really pitching on the edges. And I think, as you were saying in the first game, the international game we did earlier today, they test these umpires. Just missed foul right there on a little breaking ball, but he will. What I mean by testing the umpires, they'll extend that strike zone to see just exactly how far outside they can go and maybe pick up a strike.
Our home plate umpires, Robert Stewart from Orlando, Florida.
0-2 still.
We have New York, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, and Indiana represented. 6 umpires, 2 are from Puerto Rico. Foul back up overhead, and the count remains at 2 strikes.
Well, we've seen a variety of stances and places to set your feet and different things and such. Watch where he puts his foot. Now, he's all the way in the back of the batter's box, and a lot of hitters will stand back there looking for a little more time to see the baseball, whether it's a breaking pitch or a fastball. It gives you a little more time to read it.
0-2 count. Thought about it. They want to check it first.
Did he go?
Yes. Tim Joyce out of Shoreham, New York's working first base.
It's so dramatic, you know.
Wow.
Step out from underneath the plate.
Thought I was on Broadway there for a minute.
Yes.
They were charging him with a crime. Here's the 1-2 delivery. He ducked out of that, but he was just a bit inside. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Schofield. Schofield will take pitches. He'll take the free pass if he can get it in that number 2 spot. They want him on as a base runner for the power hitters. Drives that one to center field. Cam is back just shy of the warning track. And there are 2 down.
And that ball is just on the outside half, and that's what happens when you pull an outside pitch. He just didn't get quite enough of it, but great at bat, good little swing.
This Louisiana team has only hit 1 home run in the 3 games they played.
Just on the outside. See, he had to try to hook it to bring it back, and that's why he didn't have the power. Now, this youngster's got some power right here coming up. See the pitcher saying, I got away with 1.
Take that. Here's the youngster who's got the home run. This is Jace Conrad. He's batting .500, 5 for 10, a home run and 2 RBIs.
And he hit one way up in the crowd the other night.
A very fluid left-handed swing there. Drills that one foul, and we now know Tim Joyce can dance.
Get up, Tim.
Pretty good 2-step right there.
Yes, he knows it too. Woo, that was a hot one.
0-2 count with 2 down and nobody on. Well, this Louisiana team has only 1 home run. They've hit .370 as a team. They've had problems holding the opposition off the board, though. It'll be interesting to see today. They've been outscored 19 to 15 in games. They've given up a lot of runs. 1 ball, 2-strike count. Enos gets the strikeout, 2 in the inning, retires the side in order. So now So the home team from Hawaii. Watch the K. High, swung at, ends the inning. Well, it is the 9th time Hawaii has had a team here at the Little League World Series. It is the first for Ewa Beach. And we are delighted that they are on board in the islands. There's the starting lineup for Hawaii, and here are the kids.
My name is Jace Conrad. My favorite player is David Ortiz.
Hi, my name is Myron Enos, and my favorite player is Bobby Abreu.
Hi, my name is Olakai Agape, and my favorite player is Manny Ramirez.
Hi, my name is Shane Baniaga, and my favorite player is Manny Ramirez.
My name is Michael Memel, and my favorite player is Barry Bonds.
Hi, my name is Von Field, and my favorite player is Barry Bonds.
Hi, my name is Quentin Guevara, and my favorite player is Bobby Abreu.
Hi, my name is Ty Turpak, and my favorite player is Nolan Ryan.
Hi, my name is Harrison Cam, and my favorite player is Andrew Jones.
Hi, my name is Ethan Javier, and my favorite player is Ichiro Suzuki.
Hi, my name is Zachary Rossetti, and my favorite player is Manny Ramirez.
Hi, my name is Zachary Rannett, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter.
And now let's get a chance to see the Hawaiian dancing. Let's get a chance to meet the kids from Louisiana in left field. We got Alex Miller, and Alex would like most to meet Jerry Rice. Sam Schofield, we talked about him earlier. He loves to eat and sleep. Those are his fun things to do. Connor Toops, he had the big base hit in the first game for the comeback win. His favorite player is Derek Jeter. Third baseman, Andres Duplantis. He loves pole vaulting, can jump 10 feet. He's got a pole vaulting pit in his backyard. Tyler Douglas, his favorite song, Bad and Still Tippin'. Second baseman, Bryn Conrad, his favorite food is rice and gravy. The first baseman, Ryan Bergeron, he wears a white sweatband for good luck. You see it over there hanging up top on his wrist up there. And the catcher, Jordan Romero, his favorite TV show is Sports Center, and on the mound, Jace Conrad. He says his favorite subject in school is math because it's easy. Wow.
There is Jace Conrad. Only 1 2/3 innings worked. 4 hits, 7 earned runs, surrendered. That came against Kentucky in the game that he pitched.
Let's go.
And he is ready to go here. Our lineups presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. And here we go. Pitch is taken outside for a ball. Young man is very tough to pitch to in this leadoff spot. Leviato will take a lot of pitches. He makes you throw his strikes. He's very patient. Got one on the outside corner he wanted and doesn't catch up to it. There's Dad. He is the manager of this team and down at third base in the coach's box. 1-1, chopper to short. Douglas. 1 down. Let's check in with Sam Ryan. Sam.
Well, Gary, they have the Lays from Hawaii on the other side. Mardi Gras beads right from Louisiana on this side. The parents brought them. The boys have been giving them out up at the Grove. They can't get enough of them. And if you look up in the section, all the fans have them. We have random fans. The parents were actually sending them back at one point. They got yelled at by security, so they can't be throwing them back anymore. They're a hot item.
So one of the articles from one of the Louisiana papers that because the fans there have been watching, fans back home in Lafayette are all wearing the beads. They've dug them out in recognition of their Little League team. So what they've seen here, they're repeating back home as they watch tonight. Kitty Enos fouls that one off at a 2-ball 1-strike count. This is the pitcher.
I'll tell you what, Jace Conrad is getting the ball up there. He's getting it, not only rushing it up there, but he gets the ball back from the catcher and lets it go. So he is working quick. There's a hard fastball.
He likes to throw strikes. You really do have to be ready. So they will stand out some of the Hawaii hitters. This is slowing down a little. 2-2 delivery, good fastball.
You saw that 72-mile-an-hour fastball. He dropped down. It was 94. Well, here's a comparison with Major League Baseball and Little League. When he's hitting that 72, 73 range, it's 94, 95 compared to Major League Baseball. Now remember, Little League, he's throwing from 46 feet. Major League Baseball, 60 feet, 6 inches. We'll get the comparisons later, but that's the speed on pitching.
Agape grounds that one to short. That one's going to bounce away. And a base runner on here in the bottom half of the inning, as it could not be handled cleanly by Tyler Douglas. So 1 on with 2 down, and they will charge an error.
Well, it's a tough play. This ball hits off the dirt in front of the plate, and then another, it goes from dirt to dirt. No grass to slow this down, and that's one of those balls that just eats you up. And that's something he will learn and figure out as he gets a little bit older. But he did the right thing. If you're ever in doubt, you attack the ball and maybe get a bounce.
Only the 3rd error committed by this Louisiana team. Runner will advance down to second base on a pass ball. Well, that could be a big play here in the 1st inning.
Well, the biggest challenge is going to be for Jordan Romero to catch Jace Conrad because he throws so extremely hard.
Beniaga at the plate. Breaking ball that he took.
And now we're getting into the heart of that Hawaii order we talked about. These youngsters, 3 through 7, have combined for 8 home runs.
Beniaga's got a couple of hits, a home run, 3 RBIs. That's a strike on the outside corner. Great location, 1 and 2.
You were with us last night. It was a little tighter zone. Obviously tonight, our umpire back there with a little looser zone.
The kids will have to be ready to swing. And he does, and he's gone. So Conrad gets a couple of strikeouts, 1 on the air of reaches, and is left stranded. No runs, no hits, and error, 1 left on. We thank the players, coaches, and fine people from Hawaii. Beautiful, real lays that present. Grass skirts, mostly attractive, except on those 2.
Coach is done.
No score here as we go to the 2nd inning. Semifinals on the U.S. pool between Louisiana and Hawaii. Yesterday, great defensive plays by a team that has won that way. Japan, an 11-0 win over Canada. And in our ball game today, a surprise by the score. Curacao, the defending champions, just swamped Guam 16-1.
Well, and the reason it was a surprise is that offensively they hadn't done much in the Little League World Series. They exploded today. It's a good look at the matchups.
In the international domination, they've won 27 of the last 38 Little League World Series titles. Mighty Casey looking on.
I really feel like this year could be the year you can have a U.S. team possibly dethrone the international group. They've played a pretty good brand of baseball this year in the U.S., and these kids have really competed, and they've played at a level higher defensively than I think we've seen here in the States.
Any of the 3 that are left, California and these 2 teams certainly have a shot at it. Went around on it, and a strike called. Home-plate umpire making the call on that one as Enos continues with some good fastballs. Tyler Douglas, the shortstop, could not hold up on it. Working out of the stretch here. The fastball that's taken up high. Douglas hitting .250, couple of hits and 8 at-bats. He's drawn 3 walks and he has not struck out. Louisiana team with victories over Maine and Kentucky, both of which they came back from big scores to win in. And there's a base hit. So Douglas is on with the first hit for Lafayette. Three hits now in this Little League World Series.
Nice job catching up to that pitch, and it may change the pitch sequence. Now we might see him immediately go to bunt and start to force the offense, but this young man handles the bat right here. Connor Toops stepping in.
11-year-old in at third base against him. He's swinging away, center field. Schofield, that will be put away for the out by Cam, who gets it. Runner back to the bag. One down. One away, one on. Coops has had some key hits, so they let him try and find another one there, and he flies out to center field.
It's a good-looking swing.
Here's Coops back.
Ball.
Pitch taken outside. Duplantis at the plate. 2 hits, 8 at bats. Andreas with a runner on at first base. He went after one that was away. 1 ball, 1 strike count.
1-1.
Only loss suffered by this Louisiana team was against the California team, 9-3. They are 2-1 in the pool play of this Little League World Series. But as we said, they are the comeback kids. They won 3 consecutive elimination games in the regionals, and then they came from 3 runs down against Maine and 7 runs down against Kentucky. Big pitch down and away. Another strikeout. That's 3 for Enos. Our finals in the semi-round taking place here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The U.S. pool, Lafayette, Louisiana taking on Hawaii for the right to move on to the U.S. finals. Harold Reynolds, Sam Ryan, yours truly, Gary Thorne. Great to have you on board with us on this beautiful evening. We are in the 2nd inning.
We've been blessed with some great weather, I tell you.
Oh, just gorgeous.
So many games being played. If we had any rain at all, we'd be in serious trouble here. But we have not had that. Friday's a day off. And Saturday and Sunday, the big championship start.
Trying to find out who's going to play in them here at Alameda Stadium. Alex Miller's the leading hitter in all of this Little League World Series. And he hadn't been starting. He had been coming off the bench, but with 4 hits and 5 at bats and an .800 batting average, he's in the starting lineup.
Smart coach.
You got some stuff in my mouth.
Yeah.
Hold it now. Maybe I better make an adjustment here and put this kid in there, let him get some swings.
2 ball, 1 strike count on Miller, who's playing in left field in this ball game. Runner at first base. That one fooled him. Took something off that pitch. 2-2. Enos throwing a lot of strikes to start this game. 2-2 delivery. Well, there's a mighty tough fastball to lay off. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. Hitters wondering just how they're going to catch up here as Enos early on's got the mental edge. You still.
Back here at the Little League World Series, Eva Beach, Hawaii, and Lafayette, Louisiana. A scoreless game here as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Hey, the team from Hawaii has someone watching in Major League Baseball. Chicago Cubs pitcher Jerome Williams. He's close friends with Leighton Oliviato, the manager of this team from Eva Beach. He actually played for him when he was just 10 years old, and they actually heard from him earlier. He phoned the team.
You guys are representing Hawaii in a good way, and I'm rooting for you guys all the way. If you guys want a signature or anything, just let your coach know.
Can you get me Derek Lee's autograph?
Yeah, I can get you Derek Lee's autograph.
I want Nomar. Nomar. Yeah, Nomar. Can you get me Dontrell Willis?
That's pretty good.
I love him.
You know, I was talking to Leighton before the game, and I said, now, Jerome played for you. You don't look old enough. And he said, I'm 42. Yeah, he played with my oldest son. I have a son, 24. I said, you got to be kidding.
It's called good age.
Why he's doing good for him.
On the beautiful islands. UFH has outscored the opponents 24-4 here in this Little League World Series. 7-1 against Pennsylvania, 7-3 against Iowa, and they shut out Maitland, Florida 10-0. They've been the powerhouse team.
Yes, they have. And here's where it starts, really. This youngster right here and the next hitter, Fayao, they have really been consistent with their power numbers.
Michael Mama's an 8th grader, 12 years old. Chase is one that's moving away. He's gone 4 for 8, a double, 2 home runs, and 7 runs batted in. He leads this team with 7 RBIs.
Tell you what, Jace Conrad's got a pretty good idea how to play baseball. After that first swing and miss on that little breaking pitch he throws, he turned to third baseman and said, "Be ready," and came back with another one.
Wow. The 0-2 delivery. Wow. Came inside and fooled him.
It's a blue darter right here. This ball just comes right back in on his legs. Watch, just look at his body. The ball just chased him. He had no chance. Look at where this ball's going to come back in. Now he's jamming, standing right on top of the plate, so he figured, I'm going to get in on him.
Woo. He's right. Here's Von Fayao playing at second base. Ouch. Ouch. I think that hit him.
Time!
That did.
That ball's coming hard enough to do some damage, especially when it hits your hand, which is wrapped around the bat.
Wait, hold up. You all right?
Oh, that's a full swing.
Oh, yeah, that was a strike.
Oh, here, you get a chance to hear it and see it. You okay? Right off it grazed the top of his hand, though. That's a good thing, because if it would have pinched his hand, he'd be in trouble.
It may be tough to stay in there as far as the stride is concerned, because...
Coach, talk with him.
He's asked, the home plate umpire's told the coach he doesn't like the actions of the batter.
He's not doing them on purpose, eh? Hey, stay off the plate. Let's go, let's go. Only one, Vaughn.
Such a calm demeanor, you know. He's not doing it on purpose. Just stay off the plate, back up. That was a good move by the umpire, though. Take control real quick. Have the coach come down, calm the young man down.
2 ball, 1 strike count. Fayao. That's right there.
I talked to Vaughn before the game, and I said, those gold locks, you ever cut them? And he said, nope, never cut them. Side of my hair, yeah, but the hair down my neck, I've never cut.
He has been their leading hitter so far in average at .571. He's hit 2 home runs. He's got 3 RBIs. His birthday fell so that he could play even though he's 13 now. 1 down, nobody on. Pretty good matchup right here. Conrad and Fayao.
Ready?
Both of them put the serious face on.
Yeah, they did. Real quick.
He's hung right in there.
I don't think I'd throw another off-speed pitch. All you do is speed up the hitter's bat. And they cannot catch up to that fastball right now. The other thing I've seen here a lot is 3 and 2. A lot of 3-2 off-speed pitches. And, it's amazing to me.
3-2 delivery again. Another fastball. Down to third. The plant is up. Makes the throw. Bergeron there. And there are 2 down here in the second inning.
Here's a good look at the pitching staff comparisons coming into the game today. You would think that there'd be a big advantage for Hawaii with the 0.67 ERA. But you get the right man on the mound, those numbers go out the window.
Yeah, that's the big difference. Most of these teams have 1 real good starter, a second good starter, and then others that they use in relief. Guevara down to first base.
They're not going to hit that pitch. If he stays right in on their hands like that, not going to hit many balls out of the infield. Nice pitching by Jace Conrad.
Only 1 hit in the game so far through 2 innings.
He shook. Hey, hey. If that don't get his pump, nothing will, baby. Let's go right here. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate. Get on up. Got a boy, Jason.
youngsters enjoying the game from just outside the fences here, and no scores. We go to the third inning, 6 innings, our regulation game. This is the second semifinal in the U.S. pool. And it looks like it may be a manner of manufacturing a run the way this game has started. California's already won the right to play in that final as they had the victory over Maitland, Florida 6-2, and now the winner of this game will go against them. The U.S. Championship will take place Saturday, 3:30. It'll be on ABC.
Well, I knew Hawaii had some good pitching, but I wasn't sure about Louisiana. Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be all right in this game, the way it's going. Japan is set to go in the final in the international pool. So is Curaçao, the defending champion. That will be Saturday, ESPN at 7:30. Coming up this weekend, and then the winners of those games will meet for the Little League Championship. We go to the third inning. Lots of swings, but not a lot of contact. Jordan Romero, who's doing the catching, leads it off. Bergeron on deck.
He wears that number 14, and if he were hitting left-handed, I'd say this is a young Mike Scioscia. I mean, he looks so much like Mike Scioscia when he's back there behind the plate. And he had a play at the plate the other day in a collision play, and I was like, that's Scioscia back there.
He'll hang right in there at the plate. Cut back in on him. He's gone 2 for 7 with an RBI in the first 3 games that he has played in.
Got a great pitching duel. And I was saying, you know, Hawaii had some kids with some tremendous arms and knew no matter who they were going to throw was going to give them a good game. Jace Conrad has been the difference in this ball game so far.
Innings gets the inside corner.
He has shut down a pretty good Hawaii offense.
5 strikeouts, 3 in a row. Opposing pitcher, Jace looking on like I may have to stay just as tough as he is.
Yes.
A long way into this game. Ryan Bergeron starting at first base. Bergeron 1 for 6. He just can't catch up to it.
Throwing hard. Now, Ryan Bergeron, if you look at the wristbands, he had yellow wristbands on the other day, and he said, you know, he wears white wristbands for good luck. And the uniforms were golden and green, as you see here. So he threw on the old yellow wristbands, and now I see tonight, not swinging the bat the way he liked to, he threw those white wristbands back on real quick.
Go with what got you here.
Yes.
And Ryan's mom hanging on to the good luck beads. A ball and 2 strikes on Ryan. From New Orleans, the family.
Wait on it. Let's go, Ryan, boy.
He's 12 years old and a 7th grader.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Enos with a 1-2 delivery. He'd gotten that call inside before, went back there, doesn't get it here, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
You know, I'm amazed at how many kids have command of the strike zone we've seen this last week and a half. It's absolutely remarkable.
Pops it up, third base side. Romero, that's a fair ball. Runner will stop at first. That's a ball the third baseman needs to take. Very tough for the catcher, and he couldn't get it.
Well, it is a very difficult play for the catcher to get. Now, the third baseman's got to come in, and in Little League, the confusion comes because your pitchers are usually the shortstop. Now, I talked about before the game started that they'd shuffled their infield around, and Von Feo is usually the third baseman. He's playing over at second. Now, communication becomes a big part, and usually he is a very aggressive kid. He takes almost every pop fly in the infield.
Agape looking up as though he didn't see it. Amaya came out and just couldn't catch it. It's going to be a base hit.
Ball.
And with only 1 away, we may see a bunt here. Jace Conrad, strikeout victim his first time up. Ren's got a chance to move the runner over.
Now, there was a little question as to if the ball was fair or foul. They're going to use a special pinch runner right now. That's all they can. I don't know if they can do it in between pitches or not. We'll listen to the coach.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I got caught sleeping on that one.
Let's go back to the pop-up real quick, because there was a question with the umpires as to if this ball is fair or foul. Now, as he comes back and this ball hits, it hits in fair territory, and it hits him as he was starting to cross the line. I don't know if his body was in fair or foul territory. From that angle, it's tough to see. They ruled that he was in fair territory. If that ball hits him in foul territory, it's a foul ball.
And good job by the umpires, at least conferring on that. Third and home, making sure. Special runners on. The bunt is laid down third base way, but it's going to go foul. And that's going to make it a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Andrew Stevenson is the special runner. There you see the rule on special runners. Once per inning.
The key is any player who is not currently in the batting order, because they can move you in and out of the batting order, so it's the 9 people that are in the order at that time cannot be the special pinch runner. Now, Andrew was not part of that 9 in the cluster. He can pinch run. Later in the game, he will have to hit, and when he's in that lineup, he would not be able to be that special pinch runner.
Ren Conrad is 3 for 10 at the plate coming in. 0 for 1 today, so 3 for 11, and no bunt there. Now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
I got 2 and 2, gentlemen.
Infield will back up.
Play.
We've seen double plays turned regularly in these games. 2-2 delivery. Down to third. Agape. Fayal. Relay. Not in time. Leviato pulled off the bag, but I don't think they would have got him anyway. They get the force out at second base.
Well, Gary, you're talking about double plays. The other day they had 3 double plays in one game. That's how good they were turning double plays.
And they were legit.
Yes, they were. And we're not talking about a pop fly that a kid forgets how many outs there are and you throw it back to the base. We're talking about just like that right there. 5-4-3, 6-4-3. That fashion.
2 down here. That one to right field. Guevara coming, diving. He tried to trap it. Runner Conrad is at third base, and that's where he was stopped. Schofield will get down to second base with a double.
And there's Schofield again. He's in the mix of everything. You go back and look at what they've been able to do on the offensive side. Sam Schofield's right in the middle. Here's a little blooper. Doesn't look like much. Great effort by the right fielder. He almost comes down with it. Tremendous dive. But again, Schofield's in the middle, and you got the big gun at the plate, and Jace Conrad.
Schofield 5 for 12. Conrad a strikeout victim. Key moment in this game is a ground ball to first, and that's that. Oliviato puts it away. So, big chance lost right there. No runs and a couple of hits. 2 are left in scoring position. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. No score. Home runs have been the name of the game for undefeated Hawaii. With a deep and dangerous roster, they have brought their grand total to a tournament-best 8 home runs. Goodbye, home run, another one. The Cardiac Kids of the Southwest enter the semis with 1 loss. But these Cajuns have the Mardi Gras spirit and never give up. As the sun sets on the Little League World Series, the stakes are high. Northwest versus Southwest. The United States Championship is closer than they ever dreamed. And somebody looking to move on to the U.S. Pool Final. One of these 2 teams to take on California. No score, bottom half of the third inning. U.S. has a great urban initiative program. It's for both baseball and softball in the inner cities. Presentation, Steve Keener, head of the Little League on the right. Tom Roswell standing next to him. A $250,000 donation from Major League Baseball to be used in the urban initiative program. Congratulations on the award. And also congratulations to Michael Albin. He's receiving the first urban initiative. He heads up the urban program in New Jersey, in Newark. Michael Albin will be honored here. All part of getting baseball back into the inner cities.
Yeah, the urban initiative program is a program it's not RBI. You know, RBI is reviving baseball in the inner city. This is for the youth of Little League, 11 and 12 years old, really trying to start at that grassroots program. It's a program that's been in effect now, and they bring kids up here to Williamsport and kick it off in the spring and carry it on through the season. So it's been a nice, successful program for about the last 4 or 5 years, and Bob Dupay and Bud Selig have really made this a point. This happened for Major League Baseball.
Trying to get some fields built, locations for the kids to play in the inner cities. Strike taken, quickly 0-2. And that's what we said a lot already in this game. Quickly 0-2. Turpak is leading it off. Turpak batting 8th in the order and playing in left field. Gets the slow roller towards short, and a base runner's on. Second base runner for Hawaii in the game, and let's find Sam Ryan. Sam.
Well, Gary, Ty Turpak said Clint is one of the coaches on this Hawaiian team. Back in December, Clint was diagnosed with testicular cancer. He underwent surgery, but by April, the cancer had returned. So he underwent 3 months of chemotherapy beginning in May. During the treatment, he was so sick, he couldn't go to any of the games. He just finished chemo 3 weeks before the playoffs. Now, Clint leads the team before every game as they bless their bats. When he was too sick, Ty would do it. It was really inspirational for the team.
Reality.
Rough. Anytime you go through cancer, it's a tough thing.
Great to see that he's here. I'm sure is a positive part of battling it, being here with the kids. Working down there at first base, runner on. Ty is there. Pitch misses.
Conrad didn't waste any time.
Well, they have to step out on him when they get quick pitch.
And that means the coaches are working the signs quick too, which is good. They're not slowing up the game. They're getting the pitch right to him immediately, and they're going with it.
2-ball, 2-strike count. Harrison Cam, he also had been coming off the bench a bit for Hawaii and has been hitting so well. He's back in there. Not very big in stature, but he's shown he's able to put the ball on the bat. He's kept the ball in play. He's got a chance here trying to move the runner up. Even with a 2-2 count, they're playing in at third base against him. 2-2 delivery. That's a strike.
He is just burying him right there. Hard fastball on the outside half. We've watched him bust inside, and this is what we're talking about, the location that these youngsters have. Catcher sets up outside, hits the glove, got the strike.
Not much you can do with those pitchers. I think Jace Conrad feels as though he's got something to prove because Owensboro, Kentucky just lit him up as he gave up in an inning and 2/3 7 earned runs on 4 hits, including 2 home runs. You watch him pitching out here and you wonder, and we saw it, you watch him and you go, how could they possibly have hit the ball against him? But Kentucky did. Dad happy tonight that his son is not getting hit. Here's a 1-ball, 1-strike delivery, swung on and missed. Another good fastball.
1-2.
There are the numbers. Entirely different tonight.
Well, that first game nerves has a lot to do with it.
Leviato takes that one up high.
2-2.
2-2, runner on at first base, 1 down.
And I think a lot of times, Gary, you know, by the coaches getting him to sign real quick, it allows him to work. You know, when you're getting hit, and we've seen coaches start guessing a little bit too much, and they start worrying about, okay, we're going to trick the pitcher. They're getting the sign to him immediately, and they're getting the ball and going. He's in a good rhythm.
He obviously wants to work that way. 2-2. Fastball inside, runner goes. Here's the throw down, and they got him.
Oh, it's a good-looking slide.
Douglas held on to the ball, puts the tag on Turpak for the out on a good throw made by Romero.
You don't see many arguments out of the kids, but watch him give him the arm and take it away. Now, watch this. He slipped it right by him. Now, the umpire's behind him, and here it is. Well, we can't show you all the full replay real quick because he's getting the ball and throwing it, so we're going to make sure you see the pitch. But here's the slide again. Right at him. And he just kind of slapped it around. I mean, umpire might have thought he got him with the helmet, too. It looked like he nipped the helmet.
3-2 delivery. Angry at himself for surrendering his first walk. So a big out at second base on the Cott stealing. May have been an Olay play, but it's an out. There are 2 down with a runner on at first base.
They look like they're at a boxing match. They're yelling.
Every base matters in this game. This is not one of those where you can afford to surrender anything. No score, and we're in the 3rd. Eno struck out his first time up. Romero will throw. He almost did that time down to first. Liviato's trying to get him to do that by jumping off the bag. He's not biting. 1-1.
No, and the pace is so quick that you don't have time to really worry about trying to make throws. You just get it back to the pitcher or let him get back to the mound. He's in such a good rhythm.
1 ball, 2 strike count on the opposing pitcher. Enos takes that one outside. 2-2. We've had the walk by Conrad, and this inning is the only walk surrendered by either of these pitchers. And that one popped up, shortstop broke the other way, recovers, and Douglas puts it away. Nice play by Tyler Douglas.
How the way to bring it. How the way to bring it. They ain't seen nothing like this. They ain't seen nothing like this. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right there. Hey. Let's roll. Let's roll, guys. We need 2 or 3. That's it. We need 2 or 3 runs. Let's roll right now. Let's go dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate.
And here he is. Nice reaction dive. Make sure he has it and show it to the umpire. We got a dandy pitching game. Don't go anywhere. 0-0. We'll be back for the 4th.
No score for the right to move on to play in the U.S. Pool Final, and we're in the 4th inning. A 6-inning regulation game. Our Little League World Series. Some of the headlines here in Williamsport. California dreaming. They are doing that. They've already advanced. This team from Hawaii, they lead in home runs with 8 of them, and the comeback hits from Louisiana. Comeback wins in their first 2 games. We were talking about defense. Watch these kids play.
It's been spectacular. Right here, the second baseman gets to his knees, makes the throw across the diamond. Yoto Kata from Japan. How about this one, Gary?
Luke Doherty. You could do that. I practiced that.
And that brought his whole team to laughter. Now watch this one here. This is the brothers Conrad. That's Jace when he's at short. Here's Brent with the bare hand flip. The mom says, you know what? Sit in the yard all the time. They play together all the time.
Brothers Conrad producing one of those double plays. This was a double effort. 1 in right, 1 in center. Danny had himself a night at the plate as well. Great fun. Great fun watching these kids play that kind of defense.
And here's the play that the youngster at the plate has made right there in the last half inning.
Douglas came in and put that one away. Top of the 4th inning. No runs, 3 hits, a couple of errors on the board. Lafayette, Louisiana. Hawaii's had base runners via the error and a walk, but not had a hit. Hawaii is the home team, which may come to matter in this game. Douglas has had a single to center field, and another great catch. Cam hauls it in. Wow. He saw that Web Gem Pictures and said, I want to be part of it.
Wow. He got a tremendous jump, too, on this ball. Now, this ball's tattooed. Here's the real speed of this thing. And what makes this play is his first step. That got him in the right position to haul it in. These kids are incredible.
Harrison Cam. Can and did. 1 down in the 4th inning. They really are.
You know, we were discussing earlier in the week that defense really is the first skill in baseball that comes to you that you can work at. You know, hitting's going to come after a while. It's more hand-eye coordination, and it's also repetition. The more pitches you see, the better hitter you become. But defensively, that's something you can work on without the help of anybody else. Get a ball, throw it against the wall, a lot of things.
Stringer's getting his first at bat. Alex Stringer. Keep in mind now, we are in the 4th inning and we've not had a lot of the substitutes off the benches get into play. There aren't many. In fact, only a couple for Lafayette, Louisiana. There's the rule. You got to play at least 3 consecutive defensive outs and have an at-bat. That's why most of these U.S. teams do not carry a very big bench. There are 3 for Hawaii, 3 with 1 injured for Lafayette, Louisiana. 3-1. Full count, 3-2.
And that's the strike zone that you're pretty used to seeing at the Little League level. They're going to open that zone up a little bit more. This is not Major League Baseball, people.
0 for 2 at the plate for Stringer. And that's right there, too.
That's not fair right there. That's a little 3-2 breaking ball, a little something off speed. Pitcher throws that to you 3-2. You just say, oh, well, tip the cap. Nice knowing.
2 games out of the bullpen, 5 2/3 innings. Coming into the game that Enos had pitched, he had struck out 11. He's got 6 in this game. Foul back off the fist.
And you can see both pitchers now, they're starting to catch up to him a little bit. Fouling the ball off, tipping pitches. You saw the line drive to center. Starting to catch up to him. It's a tad bit. Starting to get a little tired.
Duplantis takes that one for a strike. 0-2. Andreas Duplantis making the start at third base in this ball game. These hitters are having to come up ready to swing with all the first strikes we're seeing. Stays at 2 strikes.
First strike means so much, doesn't it?
Well, for any pitcher at any level, that's the beginning of success. Throw that first strike, get that first out.
Yeah, you get that first strike, and all of a sudden now you can expand that strike zone because the hitter becomes defensive. He has to protect in and out as opposed to picking out what he wants to hit.
Here's the 0-2 delivery. Mercy. 7 strikeouts, retires the side in order. 2 of them here in this inning, and this pitching duel continues. Louisiana, Hawaii. Could not be a more comfortable night to be watching. It's presented to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. No score going to the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they're going to the part of the order. We call them Hawaii 5-0. You look at their numbers now. They are 5-0 tonight. All of them are 0-ers. But this is the power part of the lineup. One of the young men that's going to be up is Michael Mamea. Now let's break down. The other day, he hit a home run on a ball that was way inside. He likes to stand on the plate, look at the ball in, and he just turned on it and drove it into the left field. Tonight, with a little more on it, look at this ball move in on him, trying to obviously bust him inside, still challenge him inside, but the key is the velocity is a lot different. And if you have enough, like Jace Conrad has, you can get in on any type of hitter. And here's a conversation about that. Listen up.
Just play them even, eh? Hey, if you like come inside on you, rip them. We all do the cross. This is our inning game. Let's open them up. Smart. Play smart. Discipline, boys. Discipline up there. Hey, stay up here. Hey, play them even. Come inside. Rip them. Come outside. If you can catch them, catch them.
Agape will lead it off here. One of those big hitters in the middle of this lineup.
Were they listening?
No, they were singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Conrad has not given up a hit. The only base runners for Hawaii have reached via a walk and 2 errors. Nobody has gotten beyond second base. 2-0 delivery. There's that pitch inside.
That was his 50th pitch of the night, Gary, and you can see the velocity starting to drop. Early in the game, he was mid-70s. Now he's right down about 70 miles an hour, and that's a big difference.
And he may start overthrowing like that. You'll see pitches go to the backstop a little bit.
And you saw how accurate his pitches were prior to this batter.
3-1.
And this is what both the pitchers are going to go through this second time around.
There's a walk. A leadoff walk for Hawaii. The second Conrad has surrendered in the game.
So when you have people wonder, well, how do you have a pitch count? What numbers do you tell? Well, the kids will tell you. If you just watch with your eyes, it will tell you what a youngster's able to do.
Gonna bunt here?
I don't think you're bunting. I think they're swinging with this part of their order.
Did not show bunt. Beniaga's up there. He's had some key hits for them. A couple of hits and 9 at-bats, including a home run and 3 RBIs.
Looking at the heart of the order, and they're going to let it go.
He struck out. Mamea, the next hitter, also has been a strikeout victim. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Runner at first. Scoreless game. Bottom half of the 4th inning. He takes that one to left field. It is way back, and it is gone. Goodbye home run. 2-0 Hawaii.
Well, that's why he was swinging, but it goes back to the fact that he lost about 3 or 4 miles an hour on the fastball. Now all of a sudden that ball you're behind on, you're able to get up to. That was his 3rd home run of the Little League World Series, and he is now the leader. There were 12 youngsters coming into tonight, or maybe even more. Get a good swing right here. I'll get that proper stat for you in a second. But he got a fastball and just drove that ball into left center field. Caught up to that fastball and drove it.
Beniaga gets his RBIs number 4 and 5. And it is a 2-0 lead.
And what I was going to say, Gary, the proper stat, there was 13 with 2 coming into tonight's game. So that's a lot of home runs.
And a 2-0 lead. No, this is what Harold was talking about. This inning, it has just, they go to first, did he go around? No. It has become obvious, as Harold was saying, the gun shows you the speed's down. He's also overthrowing, and he's thrown 2 in the dirt to the backstop, trying to juice it up a little bit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Michael Mamea, strikeout victim. That one's a comebacker. Well, we'll see whether or not the Iowa coach, Ed Grothus, was right after his team was eliminated. He said yesterday, home runs will win this U.S. pool. That's what's going to decide it. Right now, he's on the money. He played against this team from Hawaii, and he thought their power was going to be enough to take them on. Maybe right. Von Fayao grounded out his first time up, and he's ripping. 1 down, nobody on. A leadoff walk to Agape hurt as he came around to score.
Right.
Beniaga's home run.
Yes. You have to agree. I mean, you saw the big 2-run home run. The pitching is deep. If they get past Jace Conrad, this may explode. We might see an explosion here, but he has been nails. To be able to come back right now and be right on it again, that was good. These two got a little battle here.
They have. Came inside as he swung at a pitch earlier and hit his hand, and the 2 of them kind of did a little stare down on the mound, and they still are. 1-2. That one is blooped to short. And it'll be hauled in by Douglas.
Well, look at the location of this home run pitch. That ball's up and out over the plate. He knew it. There was no doubt. I mean, this ball's hit a long way. Now to the green hedges out there, it's 235 to the hedges. So you can guess from the hedges on out, how far that ball might have landed.
It was pretty well beyond that. Beniaga with a home run. 2 RBIs at a 2-0 lead. Ethan Javier is going to be the pinch hitter. There are the hedges we were talking about.
To that first gate out there, right? In the front part of that gate right here, there's a gate. That's the 235.
stung, that one.
Yeah.
Javier with 2 down and nobody on. He's only had one official or no official at bats.
Still think Louisiana's going to get some runs.
Hey, they got them right where they want them.
Yeah, they do. That's the way they play anyway.
They were behind Maine 3-0. They came back to win 2-0. Came back to win it 3-2. They were behind by 7 runs in another game and came back to win that one against Kentucky 9-8. They are comeback kids. Spaniaga has made it that way though for Hawaii.
Here's the fastball. He got it up and he's able to tattoo it. A long one, but the main thing, 2 runs came across. Hawaii up 2-0. We're going to the 5th.
Winner goes to the U.S. final, and right now Hawaii with a 2-0 lead over Lafayette, Louisiana.
Well, we saw the big home run, but it's been this youngster on the mound, Mr. Enos. And if you look at the variety, you talk, Gary, about the importance of getting ahead of a hitter. Well, what happens? You get him to chase pitches when you're up in the zone. You can be up there when you're heading to count 1-2 or 0-2, like he is on these strikeouts. 7 strikeouts. And when you get the hitters defensive, you get swings like that, and you get the results like he's getting. 7 Ks.
There you see the higher standards presented by Bank of America. Conrad, 5 Ks, 2 walks. One of those walks is scored. Enos with the 7 strikeouts, and he has not walked a batter. Tremendous pitching duel here. Stevenson leading it off. He'll try and bunt his way on if he can. This is Andrew Stevenson getting his first at bat. Lafayette, Louisiana needing some base runners here.
He's a heck of a bunter. He bunts almost every time he comes up there. And keep in mind with the grass a little bit wet. You know, he's down 0-2, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him if he works the count back.
He's 4 for 8 at the plate. Make it 4 for 9.
Again, he got ahead of the hitters 0-2 and just got through doing the package. That's his 8th strikeout. When you get ahead, you can get him.
Shutout being thrown here. A 1-hitter on one side, 3 on the other. Lafayette, Louisiana's had the 3, but they do not have the runs. Bounced and taken down low. And only a 6-inning game. Keep that in mind. You run out of time in a hurry in a game like this as he catches up with you. Romero, strikeout victim in his only at bat. You can pay up. 2 down. Sam Ryan.
All right, the kids from Lafayette, Louisiana, meeting some big-time athletes. They got a call from the Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. He's from just outside Lafayette, a town called Karen Crow. He says, I've been watching you. But before regionals, they got a visit at practice one day from Shaquille O'Neal. He's been calling the team, saying he's watching. And Jake Delhomme, they've all been to his house. He's from Lafayette, Louisiana. Now, Patrick Foreman told me, hey, his house isn't as big as I thought it would be. It's just his little country home. How about that?
Oh, for shame, Jake. How dare you live in a smaller than 18,000 square foot home. Ryan Bergeron up, takes that one to right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Bergeron will make a turn and stay. Rossetti in at center. Overthrows, but it's backed up. So Bergeron 2 for 2 now with a couple of singles.
Well, I had a feeling they might be able to get the bats going because they started to make pretty good contact. And he got a good pitch out over and drove it. And when you find yourself behind, we've been talking about this 0-1, 0-2 every at bat. Eventually, you got to swing at that first pitch fastball to get the pitcher off of you, and right there, you got a base hit.
Conrad, he's got a base hit. Rossetti will hold the runner at second base. So Brent Conrad is on with his first hit with 2 down, 2 singles in the 5th. And the potential tying runs are on base.
Well, that's a big at-bat right here because you got Jace Conrad up next. There's a little breaking ball, just slaps it to left field. Back up the middle, I should say, and very nice piece of hitting.
Sam Schofield is hitting at 5 for 11 with a double that he's put up here. He's coming to the plate.
7-14. 8 for 7. Okay, let's go. Hold the ball.
They want to get speed on the base pass here. So Alex Stringer is coming out as a special runner. Stringer out to second base for Bergeron.
Actually, I think he's got the wrong guy. They need to switch him.
Put it back.
Because
thank you.
You want Stringer to run for Jace Conrad at second, at first, I mean. But they're not going to make the move at all. Because I think with the lineup coming up, you have to look at how he's going to hit for next or run for. He's got to be in the game. Oh, well.
Oh, well, I'll stay here. First and second, 2 away. Schofield. Going to move the runners around with 2 down. That one grounded to short, force out at second base, and that's that. Baniaga there to make the play. So Louisiana with a chance. No runs, 2 hits. 2 are left on base.
So what, you like Pam or me?
Well, we're switching up. 6th inning, we're switching pitches, right?
What inning is?
Going bottom 5. We might as well switch out Keeney.
Oh, Keeney.
He takes that one to left field. It is way back, and it is gone. Goodbye, home run. 2-0 Hawaii.
See, baby, that's on the way for your pitch. That's all the way for your pitch, baby.
That's what you feel like when you give one of those up. Boy, he has pitched well. Jace Conrad, he's still in there. Baniaga's big blow coming in the 4th inning. He only runs up there. Conrad, the 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Enos, tremendous effort. 5 hits over 5 innings, 8 strikeouts and no walks.
Really, you look at that, and it's both our pitchers. He's made 1 mistake. And cost him, but you saw the couple errors, and you see everything going on around here, the superstitions. You've got spiders everywhere. You got
what a beautiful web.
It was.
And then the backstop there. Pitcher's taking first strike, bottom half of the 5th inning. 6-inning regulation game. Hawaii's only 3 outs away from moving on. However, Lafayette, Louisiana is going to be coming up in the top of the 6th, and right now Hawaii would like to add to it. Rossetti getting his first at-bat. Came on to play defensively in the last half inning. 2 strike count. 6 strikeouts for Conrad. This kid's putting on a show as anticipated. A tremendous pitching matchup here in our U.S. Pool semifinal. Lafayette, Louisiana, Nagoya Beach, Hawaii. That may have ticked the helmet. No. Glad you could join us here. We've had some great baseball played. Zachary Rannett, first at bat. The 1 home run. Hawaii got it. That's the difference. 2-0 lead. It is their only hit in this game off Conrad. Bunted and a beauty. Conrad will field it. Great throw to first base. 2 down.
Well, that was the last batter for Hawaii that had not had an at-bat. So as far as disqualification, they made it. Here's the field dimensions. Major League Baseball, 60 feet 6 inches from the mound, 90 feet on the base paths, 46 feet from the pitcher's mound. Little League, 60 feet on the base paths.
The original field was 165 feet down the line and 185 to center. So that's how the dimensions have changed since 1947. The first Little League game was played. Not in this ballpark. It was in Williamsport itself. We are in South Williamsport here. Fly ball taken. Well, 3 outs to work with. Can they do it again? These are the Cardiac Kids who got people believing. We'll see.
ESPN2's coverage of the 2005 Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Cereal. Never stop earning your stripes. And in part by RE/MAX. RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Little League Baseball. And KFC, the official telecast sponsor of ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series.
Final inning regulation coming up, top of the 6th, 2-0. Hawaii leading it. Time for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes building blocks with our own Harold Reynolds.
Today we're going to talk about the double play. Remember, the key to a double play is make sure you get 1 before you try to get 2. Now Ryan here is going to play short. Reed is going to play second. Andrew is with his big smile is going to play first base. Go ahead, Andrew, take off. You two take your positions. Now remember, 1 before you get 2. So there's 2 things to do with the shortstop. The ball hit to his left. He's going to underhand this ball. Gives him a good feed. You get 1, then you get 2. Nice turn, Reed. Now ball to Ryan's right. He's going to field the ball. He'll throw this one over like a dart almost. And then Reed turns it. Great job, guys. That's why I brought along a little R and R. Now it's time for me to rest.
It's always time for you to rest. Nice job.
It's going to be resting.
Great history, great defense that we've seen played here in this beautiful field, and these kids are adding to it.
I think the biggest surprise to me, great catches in the outfield, yeah, okay, but the double plays. You know, it's amazing the timing and the arm strength to be able to turn a double play when the base is only 60 feet in Little League Baseball. Pretty impressive.
We had a caller, as we've had throughout this Little League World Series.
Okay, what's the caller got to say?
Talking about center field and wondering whether or not there ought to be another recognition here as we look out the center at Howard Jed Lamity. Lamity was who made this all possible, and we thought it was appropriate that probably there should be at least one other out there, and sure enough, there it is. Thank you.
You guys aren't any good.
We were all surprised when we...
You want to take it down?
Well, we saw Harold. Amazing, amazing recognition here. You look good. I mean, you really look good out there.
That is messed up. Look at those ears. That's cold.
Harold Reynolds, Mr. Lamade would be proud to be sharing that spot with you in center field. 6th inning.
Goodness.
Taken down low for ball. We got a new pitcher here. Guevara's come on to do the pitching. Keenan Enos went 5 innings, giving up no runs, no walks, 5 hits, and had 8 strikeouts. Guevara now it's 2-0 Hawaii. They need 3 outs here to conclude this game. Jace Conrad is leading it off 0 for 2.
Well, unless this is something they've been doing the whole season long, you're going to wonder why did he take him out of the game. He's in a pretty good rhythm. Now you can see he's got a good arm and he's going to throw a lot of strikes, but your pitcher was in a pretty doggone good rhythm. Let's look at his numbers to tell us something. 3 innings, 3 strikeouts. That's in strikeout an inning. And the 3 innings tells you this must be their closer.
Left-hander. He has worked in just 1 game, pitching those 3 innings. And a chance to move on in the U.S. pool to the finals if they can get the win here. Hawaii leading it 2-0. 2-2 delivery. That's there. Guevara gets the strikeout, 1 away in the 6th. Lafayette, Louisiana. They have done it before against Maine. They overcame that deficit in the last inning in the 6th. Against Kentucky, they overcame a 7-run deficit. They won 3 consecutive elimination games in the regionals. And the Cardiac Kids are being asked to do it again here by their fans and for themselves. Tyler Douglas has singled and flied out to center field. 1 down in the 6th. Enos throws strikes, so does Guevara.
Yeah, what's difficult about Guevara is that you don't see a lot of left-handers. And this ball's going to tail away from the right-hander, and that breaking ball he was throwing to the left-hand hitter just was not fair. That is just a nasty pitch.
1-2. The problem for the hitters from Louisiana, they have no time to adjust. They've got this
is it.
half inning where they've got to get this game at least tied. The irony is looking at that scoreboard, 1 hit for Hawaii. 1 hit, and that's the home run that was good for the 2 runs on the board. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Two down.
Well, he's throwing 70 miles an hour, which is equivalent to 90 in a Major League game, but it's the deception on that little off-speed pitch that really sets it off. Plus, looks like he holds a little cut grip, so it's almost like he's throwing a cut fastball up there, too. Very difficult to catch up to.
Connor Toops with 2 down in the 6th. Hawaii 1 out away from the championship game, which would be against California if they can get there. Hawaii was a finalist in 1988 before pool play. Pool play started in '92. They have not advanced to the U.S. finals since pool play began. 1 ball, 1 strike. This team from Hawaii trying to go 4-0 here.
We've had some clubs that have been on some pretty good runs.
Well, they're on one. They have had a 15-0 mark coming out of the regionals. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Towards second base, Baniaga, Hawaii and California. It is a 2-0 shutout win over Lafayette, Louisiana.
Let's go.
You know what made this game was how fast the youngsters worked on the mound. Pitchers threw a lot of strikes. They got the ball and got rid of it quick. Very impressive. You hate to see anybody lose a game like this.
Wonderful baseball game. 1 hit, but that 1 swing of the bat by Shane Baniaga in the 4th inning after a walk to the leadoff batter, Agape. That's all Hawaii would need. Enos and Guevara combined on a 6-inning, 5-hit shutout with no walks and a combined 10 strikeouts.
Gary talked about just the 1 hit, and you know that's what you got to do if you're going to win. Great job pitching by Jace Conrad, though, to shut down this lineup. Talked about it already. They had 8 home runs. The team coming in, and that California team, see, he's a little torn up right now, but he'll get over that. He pitched a fantastic game there, young man.
Hawaii celebrates, and for Lafayette, Louisiana, the end of a great run. So there are your matchups in the U.S. pool. It will be Rancho Buena Vista, California, and Ewa Beach, Hawaii. In the international pool, Chiba City from Japan, and Williamsport, the defending champions from Curacao. They will be going for the right to play in that championship game. We'll come back, talk to some of these young players, and have more of the celebration for Hawaii. They won it 2-0. Celebrating, indeed they are, here and in Hawaii, as they win it 2-0 over Lafayette, Louisiana, and move on to play California in the U.S. Pool Championship game. So that sets the weekend's games. On Saturday at 3:30, the U.S. Championship on ABC. 7:30, the International Championship will be on ESPN. Then on Sunday at noon, the consolation game on ESPN. And at 3:30, the championship game on ABC. Well, we saw tremendous baseball, and in the end, Hawaii is winning games the way they've come all the way through their tournament play from the state on up with the long ball.
Yeah, the long ball and a little bit of defense too. We saw the great catch in center field to cut down a rally, and that's what they did all year.
And the pitching outstanding in this game. Let's They always say it's easier to lose a game if you're on a losing side, if you lose at 12 or 14 to 1, than it is to go out there and pitch a one-hitter and lose the ball game 2-0, because you keep going back and thinking about what if this, what if that.
It's tough. That's one of the things that rips your heart out. You hate to see it, especially at this age where the youngster pitched so well. He dominated. He just ran out of gas. In that one inning, you could see that there was a little bit of difference in the velocity of speed, and the batter caught up to one.
Beniaga took advantage of it, and what may have helped? How about a luau? It came up Tuesday, and the kids from Hawaii were there.
Williamsport, Hawaii style.
Hey.
Looking good.
Time to eat.
Hey, tell.
Well, you guys had a pig roast the other night, a nice home feel of the luau, and tonight you guys are in the U.S. Championship game. This smile says it all, but it was this guy with the big bat, Shane Beniaga, the only hit of the game for Eva Beach. How hard was Jace Conrad to hit tonight?
The only thing that threw us off was his motion. He was coming fast. Like, he had a fast motion that threw most of us off.
I know, Vaughn, what did you think of Jace in there?
Huh?
The starting pitcher.
Hit you hard. He cracked me inside. Tried to hit me inside, so I didn't get enough. Hit the whole bat on top of the ball.
Were you getting into it? Just say, they're saying, just say yes, just say yes. What did you think of your home run as you were watching it? You can be honest with us. How would you describe it? He's getting all bashful and modest here now. All right, so you guys will move on and face the team from Rancho Buena Vista, California. How well do you guys know them?
Really well, like from San Bernardino, like we always used to like say what's up to each other and made a couple friends.
What friends have you made on the team?
Kaylin, everybody on the team.
Got to ask you guys what you think of Kalen Pimentel.
I think we can hit him. Well, he's a good pitcher, though.
Okay, well, we'll see Saturday as you make it to the U.S. Championship. I know you guys are waiting for your fried Twinkies now. They're all excited about that. That's why they wanted to play this one, a quick one, guys, and send it back to you.
Anything that motivates. There they are, the team from Hawaii. And here's a look at the homer that won it. Getting his second. Hawaii now has 4 players with 2 home runs. The team has hit 9 homers overall. His nickname is Bubbles. And Mom and Dad on hand. We'll see whether Bubbles likes that sign when they get home or not. Hawaii wins it by a score of 2-0. We'll be back and finish it up here. Center field, and another great catch. Cam hauls it in. Wow. We saw that Web Gem pictures and said, I want to be part of it. And there he is right there. Harrison Campbell made that fine play in center field and did a great job, not only defensively, but coming off the bench. Everybody's been involved. Everywhere you walk around here, no matter what time of day it is, you'll find a game going on, or at least a game of catch is going on. Providing you can get it over the fence.
Strapped to that camera.
Defense, we talk about the home runs for Hawaii, but the defense that Harold mentioned that they played has been nothing short of spectacular, including 3 double plays in 1 game that were nothing short of excellent.
Well, what's so impressive is the footwork. Watch this. Get rid of the ball. Shortstop gets it, guns it over. That's a pretty easy one. Now it gets a little tough. Give it a little bit more of a challenge. Let's go second baseman, get rid of it. And then let's try it one more time. Throw it through the runner this time. And perfect. And that was a game ender.
Take a look at some of our headlines here. The California Dreamin' as they have advanced to the U.S. Championship game. Now, Hawaii and California are going to play. Hawaii moves on. They are 0-2 against California in Little League World Series history. The games were played in 1960 and 1961 between the two Little League organizations. And in that one, California won them both. U.S. Championship game will be coming up Saturday, ABC at 3:30 Eastern Time. And also mention, we look at the international pool with Curacao going at it. Curaçao's the defending champion. They have been the international final now for 5 consecutive times. The trouble for Curacao is in the last 5 years, they've gone 18-7 in the Little League World Series, and all 7 losses have been to Japan. Who are they going to play?
Wow, Japan.
Of course.
Figures.
Yeah.
You know, this would be an interesting matchup. Japan's so disciplined. They have not committed an error yet or thrown a wild pitch. I think with Curaçao's crazy wild style of play, they like to bunt. They like to put pressure on the bases. If they can put the pressure on the Japanese team, it's going to be interesting to see if they can rattle these kids and maybe force an error. If they don't do that, I don't see Curaçao winning that ballgame.
And they are, as we said, the defending champions. Of the 4 teams, who do you like?
You know, I really like this Hawaii team. I just think that they got a depth of pitching. I'm talking winning it all now, because you got to win 2 more games. Yeah. You know, if California is going to go with the left-hander Lewis, and we'll see what he's able to do against Hawaii in the championship game. And if they get to the final game on Sunday, then they can come back with Kalen Pinnell. Now they got a chance to win it all. That's California's trip, but I think Hawaii's got a couple kids that can still come after it.
Curacao last year championship, Thousand Oaks, California. They took this one against Mexico in the international final.
I thought that was the one ingredient that they missed off of this year's team that they had last year. Last year they had a little more depth and they had power. This year, yes, they broke out today. But last year's team, you saw the big home run and then Jonathan Scope at shortstop. I thought those 2 intangibles are not on this same club.
Okay. I don't disagree with you. I think the matchup, the U.S. matchup, is really interesting because, I mean, California's got a very powerful team. They've got the pitching set the way they want it, so they're ready to go. Whether they can hold down these bats of Hawaii, which is up and down the lineup, remains to be seen. And there's the matchup. Hawaii, their fans still on hand here, and California. California has won 5 championships. Hawaii will be looking for their first. The U.S. title games, Hawaii won 20 for California, 41 appearances here at the Little League World Series for California, and this is the 9th time Hawaii has been here. When you win, you get to celebrate. Oh, those brag cookies.
3. Whoop, there it is! 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 Whoop, there it is!
That's what you get when you win.
I hear whoop, I hear whoop, and I hear hoop. There it is.
So there you see the matchup as they have met those 2 times. 61. California defeated Hawaii 3-2, and in 1960, California defeated Hawaii then as well, 11-4. Youngsters having a good time. They are ready to go, and so are we. Saturday and Sunday, ABC 3:30 for the U.S. Championship. ESPN at 7:30, the International Championship. On Sunday, the consolation game will be on ESPN at noon, and then that championship game on ABC. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Coming up next right here on ESPN2, it'll be Trick Shot Magic. On behalf of all of our crew, and a great crew it is here, hope you enjoyed our coverage. Much more to come on Saturday. When you come to Lamity Stadium to take a look at what's going on here, make sure you look out into center field.